Capricorns! Hello, my friends. Hold on one second. Blowing out your incense. I'm using the rose incense tonight. Ooh, sexy. All right. You know how we do here on My Taropist. This is the first time I've done a live birthday reading for you guys. Normally I go live on Thursdays and Friday nights. Thursdays for all signs reading, and then Friday nights to do 5 free Fridays where I do 1 question readings and I do 5 free 1 question readings. But I'm like a little late to get your birthday reading out, you guys. So I thought, why not? I'll just do it live. Let's do it live. So we always start with the birthday song. So let's do it, you guys. Ready? Hey, yo, Cappy, it's your birthday. Shake your booty like it's your birthday. You're the reason for the season. Hey, yo, Cappy, yo, it's your birthday. Hey, Capricorns. Okay, so if you're here watching live with me, thank you for being here. I saw Just Winder earlier. I saw a couple of you popping in and out. If you're watching the back of the replay of this, I'm like getting into it. Hey girl, hey. I do free 1 question readings on Friday nights. So on Fridays I do it. But what I'm gonna do for you tonight for your birthday reading, or whatever time it is, wherever you are, friend. What we do for the birthday spread is first we're gonna take a look at what the previous year brought you. Then we're going to take a look at what you need to let go of, what you need to embrace, your focus for this next year, and then my favorite part, which is your birthday gifts. So we're going to see all the good stuff coming to you in 2022, friends, or from now until your next birthday. So you are a New Year's baby. Congratulations. Happy birthday. So from now until New Year's, right? So or whenever your birthday is, my Capricorn friend who's watching, okay? So that's the spread we're going to do right now. Not doing questions, not doing readings tonight, but I do that on Fridays. I do 5 free 1 question readings, and then I do by random draw, and then I do $5 1 question readings. But I also do you can book me too. There's a link in the description to my website, mytaropist.com, where you can book a reading with me too. I do that, and I also do questions on my menu. So December 31st, 1995. Ooh, okay. So let's see. You're a 4 for your birthday. That's cool. My life path number is a 4. Was 4, not the number 4, which is interesting. All right, let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into it. That's kind of fun and exciting to have a New Year's Eve birthday. I bet you have like really fun birthday parties. I'm just guessing. I don't know. But I would imagine. At least I would hope so, anyways, with a December 31st birthday. All right, Cappies. So I've already shuffled your energy into this deck. If you would just do a quick energy connect with me and look into my eyes on whatever device or screen you're watching on, friends, and take a deep breath with me. Ready? And ooh, thank you. Ooh, did you see how the incense just kind of like billowed up when we did that? That was kind of cool. All right, so now I'm going to split the deck toward you, get you a little pre-shuffle message, see what's going on for you all. Oh, you got the Hermit. That is the major arcana for Virgo. So I don't know why the screen looks a little smeary or weird, you guys. I wonder if I touched it with my thumb. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds. I know this is going to be weird, but you're going to black out for 2 seconds, friends. Okay. Is that a little bit? That's a little better. Okay. We needed to do that. All right. So the Hermit. Major arcana for Virgo. Some of you could have a Virgo in your life, or maybe you have Virgo placements in your chart, but some of you might be a little bit holed up right now, okay? Some of you might be pulling back your energy. You might be taking a bit of an inventory of yourselves, doing some internal work, looking within, going within. I feel like, though, a lot of you are just like nourishing yourselves and your physical body, your spiritual selves at this time. Wow, there's a lot of earth energy in your pre-shuffle. So underneath that, you've got the Princess of Pentacles, you've got the 10 of Cups, You got the King of Pentacles. Some of you could very well be in a relationship or have a family with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just like maybe you live with another earth sign, but this is also you guys, right? I feel like you guys are in a place right now or some of you are feeling, I think you've moved away from situations that were painful and heartbreaking. Maybe you've experienced some heartbreak or even some loss in this recent past, like maybe in this past year, right? But you've moved away from that. And I think you're learning how to set firm boundaries for yourselves. I think you're working on rebuilding your confidence after some endings have happened in your life, right, friends? Maybe you went through a period of time where you felt like there was a little bit of internal sabotage. Maybe you guys had a lot of negative self-talk that you were dealing with. That's for some, not for everybody. But bottom line is I think that you're in a good place right now. I think again you're reevaluating where you're at in your life, what makes you happy, setting those sort of like priorities in terms of understanding your worth and your value, focusing on your health, your well-being, your finances, leveling up, but also taking inventory again of like what makes you happy, what brings you joy in your life, what's most emotionally rewarding and fulfilling, what are the people around you, friends, lovers, loved ones that bring you the most emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. And I think that you might be, for some of you, if it is, especially if it's like your birthday week, it is your birthday month, you might be getting a lot of like lovely love messages, of people in your life, friends, family, especially if it's family, just expressing to you how much they care about you, how much they love you, and are looking out for you. If some of you are like kind of pulled back, maybe you're isolated, maybe you're in some kind of a quarantine situation, I think again, like you're getting really nice messages from people that are really solid and stable in your life. And I think you guys, especially if you went through a period where maybe you were experiencing some negative self-talk, you're in this place right now where you're starting to feed and nourish yourself. You're starting to show yourself love, you're starting to regain a sense of stability, and doing so, and by setting those boundaries, like I said earlier, is also filling up your cup. So I think you guys are in a really good place right now, actually, especially internally. I think you're kind of you're starting to kind of get your sea legs back, from whatever garbage you might have been through in this past year. I think you're really taking care of yourselves in this season and kind of prioritizing yourselves right now, which is really good. And I think that is going to go a long way for you guys, my friends. Okay. So, Capricorns, let's see. What did this previous year bring for you, my Cappies? Oop, that was quick. Ooh, the Moon card. So again, I feel like you guys are really in a season of being very reflective and introspective right now. Or in this last year, maybe it's been had a cumulative effect of you just kind of, again, like I'm just getting the sense of taking inventory of your life, of where you're at, of where you want to go, but also kind of prioritizing things. Like it's sort of this energy of um it's like, okay, have any of you ever seen the show on Netflix, the woman, I forget her name right now. If anyone is watching and you're in you're in the chat, she's the Spark Joy lady. The Spark Joy lady. Do you know who I'm talking about? I feel terrible. I can't think of her name right now. But the one who goes around to people's homes and she holds things up to them is like, does this spark joy? And if it doesn't spark joy, then you're supposed to get rid of it, right? And if it does spark joy, then you keep it. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling for you guys, my Capricorn friends. I think some of you have been through some bumps and bruises, right? You've got some war wounds to show for yourselves. You know what I'm saying, friends? But I think that you are consistently trying to move toward your happiness, toward your emotional fulfillment. When you look toward your future, I think you're starting to now evaluate, like I said, what sparks joy for me, what fills up my cup, what makes me feel good inside, right? What exactly, 9 of Pentacles underneath that, what brings me abundance, what makes me feel good, what makes me feel myself. That could be anything from like you evaluating your relationships with others, you taking stock and inventory of that, your interpersonal relationships, you taking stock and inventory literally of the things, physical possessions that you own. I know Capricorns, you guys kind of like a luxurious lifestyle. You like all my earth sign friends, you like nice things, you like quality. You're people of quality and substance, and I like that about you all. But I know maybe sometimes that can get excessive for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, you know what I mean? So maybe some of you are in this place of kind of saying, well, do I need these things? Are these things actually what is sparking joy for me or not? You know what I mean? So I think you're kind of in this place right now, um, again, where you're just kind of being very reflective and going within, or at least in this past year, In this past year, some of you might have dealt with some fears or some concerns or worries about the direction that you were going, which, where your life was headed. Maybe there was a little bit of illusion or confusion about that, especially which makes sense. I think a lot of us were going through that with all of the things happening in the world right now, right? But again, I think it has put you in this place now at this moment in your birthday season where you're really reevaluating things in a positive way. Again, in a sense of sort of, and some of you might literally be organizing closets, I'm feeling like, or you know what I mean, doing some of that kind of stuff, purging, releasing shit, releasing people. Or again, like reevaluating and coming to terms with like who it is that's most important to you and what is most important to you in your life, right? And just kind of being happy and content for some of you, maybe even like with the simpler things of life. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. So let's just clarify though. Clarify this moon card. That was really quick. Yeah, judgment to clarify the moon. So yeah, I think some of you are releasing especially if you've done the deeper dives and deeper work, inner work. Some of you might be making decisions to release some things that parts of yourself that no longer serve you, right? Making a judgment call, being again very reflective and realizing like what, again, like I said, what sparks joy for you, what doesn't. If you've been juggling a lot of things, or kind of going back and forth on what you should release and let go of and what you shouldn't, I think that you're now in this place where you're able to make those decisions. All right. What do you need to let go of? Good question. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Okay. For some of you, it could be a fire sign just straight up out of the gate. Knight of Wands to come out like that. I'm sorry, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But I feel like this is also a sense of so underneath that, interestingly enough, you got the Sun card. That's also Leo energy. You got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. There could have been a connection that you have that's maybe been off and on for some of you. Okay, that maybe you've been really holding on to because maybe it did bring you a certain sense of emotional fulfillment. This is not for every Capricorn. Remember, this is general. If you want a personal birthday reading, you can book one at mytaropist.com. I do personal birthday readings. So just take what resonates from these messages, friends, and leave what doesn't. But for some of you, I do feel like you have been in an off and on kind of relationship, especially if it was there was maybe a strong emotional connection that you had to this person. For some of you, okay, for some of you it was like a strong like sexual connection that you had that maybe was hot and cold, off and on, in and out, but it did bring you a lot of joy and happiness at some point, right? um but I feel like this is something that you're really holding on to because you're hoping that there's going to be some kind of a wish fulfillment here. And I feel like, though, to be honest, it feels like it feels a little bit like maybe it's time for you to kind of release this because of the fact that it's been fickle for you. Let's see. Please clarify this Knight of Wands for what my Capricorns need to let go of. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, the Chariot. Okay, so Three of Pentacles to clarify. Honestly, I feel very much like you guys are kind of in this energy of needing to see something more clearly to maybe you've been in the past. Now this is I'm a water sign, like, my sun sign is Cancer, right? So, for me, it's like it's sometimes I feel this internal, like, "No, don't tell people not to go with their heart." But I feel kind of like for you guys, it's time for you to kind of make head over heart decisions. I feel like in the past, maybe you've been a little bit too led by your feelings and your emotions is what I was saying before with all of that water energy. And I think the water energy is beautiful. But if your heart is leading you in a direction that is unstable, if it's causing you to feel like a little bit more imbalanced, especially if you're being led in your interpersonal connections by your heart, which again, as a water sign, I think that's a beautiful thing. But if it's getting you guys in trouble, if it's keeping you from really having a sense of balance and stability because you're finding yourself, for example, in situations that are very in and out, off and on, you need someone, I feel like Spirit saying, that you can really build with. Not just that you have a strong emotional connection with, but that there's something that's more solid and stable that's grounding it that will really help you to move forward in a positive direction, right? I think that there's something new that's coming for you guys that you need to really start to see here and get clear on and make cuts where you need to. Again, I'm just feeling like for some of you guys, a need to release certain people in your life that have been very fickle and in and out, and to focus more on the people that are stable, that are solid, that are secure in your life, that give you a sense of balance, of security, and stability, not people that are kind of flighty. And if you've got those flighty folks around you, I think it's time to let go of them and to start focusing on people that inspire you, that encourage you and uplift you, help you to move forward in life, people that are solid and stable, that are teammates for you, that you guys can work together and build. So if there's been, again, the people that are in and out, off and on, I think that's the energy you need to get rid of. I think also for some of you guys, um, if there's some sort of anxiety that you've been experiencing, or some fears or some worries that are keeping you again from being fully stable, maybe there's some kind of conflict that you're feeling in terms of a victory that you're trying to have. And it may be like you kind of being in your head. I feel like, again, though, some of you are really weighed down by your emotions in this season, or maybe a particular connection that you feel very emotionally like, you're very drawn to this person. For some of you, it's like someone you feel like a strong soulmate connection with. And that person could have been, or was, or is a soulmate connection for you. But I feel like if there's a lack of harmony and stability in that connection, this is for somebody, not for everybody, but I keep seeing this. So I'm going to have to say it. For someone, I feel like if there is a connection that, the lack of harmony, the lack of stability is causing you to be in this sort of Nine of Swords energy where you're feeling anxious, up in your head, maybe having sleepless nights over this. Especially if you feel like it's not moving forward in like a more committed direction. Like there may be a lot of depth there in emotional connection, like I keep saying, but maybe it's not really there's no legs, there's no foundation. It's not really going anywhere. I think that's also something for you to think about releasing. Strong Leo energy and Cancer energy coming up here for you too. I also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like if there's any kind of fear that is holding you guys back, or struggling to make a decision when it comes to your future and your path and where you're headed, and where you see yourself going in the long term, I feel like you guys are on the brink of some kind of a victory here. But I feel like you have to get out of your own way with that. And for some of you, that's going to be making a difficult decision, right? And you may be struggling to make this decision in this season. If it has to do with work, some of you might need to move for a job or travel for work. But I feel like it's time for you guys to kind of get clear in your head about where you're headed and where you're going and what your goals are, and be very laser focused in this season, and not allow anyone or anything to deter you from moving forward towards your victory. Okay. It's like confidence. Confidence is key. I'm hearing you guys. Confidence is key. I think you need to start owning owning your shit. You have victory. It's time for you to take back control. of your life and your hopes, your dreams, your goals. And if you feel like some have not worked out for you, I think it's time to dream new dreams, have new goals, have new visions, new inspiration. I feel like is coming for you that's going to really propel you forward. Okay. What do you need to embrace? Wow, that came out really quick. The Tower. Ooh, Tower. Ooh. Okay. Let me ask it fully. I don't like when they just hop out, but some of you need to have, there's like a wake up call. There's like an aha moment of clarity that's coming for some of you guys. I feel like very strongly. Okay. Capricorn, what do you need to embrace in 2021? What do you, or 2022 or in 2022 in this new year? What do my Capricorn people need to embrace? I'm hearing too, some of you have a water sign that really loves you. Okay. That's for somebody. Somebody has a water sign that really, really loves them. Don't let that person go, I'm hearing. So if I don't know why, but if you were thinking, if like when I was talking, and I know I mentioned water energy and all that kind of stuff, but if there is like a particular water sign that came to mind for you where you feel like there's a lot of love there, I'm just hearing for some reason like don't let that person go. That person loves you very much. Okay. And that's for somebody. What do you need to embrace in 2022? What do you need to embrace in 2022? I'm hearing like that's your person, that's your soulmate. That's for some of you. So some of you Cappies might be involved with the water sign that loves you very much. Okay. So if so, that's not the one that you got to get rid of, friends. Okay. Oh yeah, see, what did I say? Embrace. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. This is you guys owning yourselves, like knowing yourselves, knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing you're the shit, pre-empress mode, right? Taking care of yourself, looking good, feeling good, taking care of your health, your wealth. You know what I'm saying? This is you like getting that new hairdo if you've thought about it, getting your nails did, getting your hair did, looking good, making sure your bills are paid, making sure, getting that new wardrobe if you want, like cleaning out those closets, friends, cleaning out those closets, so maybe you can make room for the new. So you can, have a fresh wardrobe in 2022 or fresh linens or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is you standing in your power, knowing your worth. This is also earth energy, your energy. I feel like this next year is really about you guys knowing that you are the boss. You got this shit. Underneath that, you have the King of Swords and the Magician. Again, there's some powerful, powerful energies coming through for you guys. I just want you to realize this, okay? I do feel very strongly that part of what you need to embrace is, again, like I said, being very clear-minded, clear-headed, right? Being very decisive, being very logical, being very reasoned, knowing your worth, knowing your value. Know that you are co-creator with spirit, and whatever it is that you want to manifest in 2022, Capricorn, I'm telling you, I feel like you guys are in the energy to do it. Okay. Some of you guys are working on building your financial abundance and wealth in this next year. And I think it's really time to embrace that as well. If you have been feeling left rejected or left out in the cold, now I'm getting a lot of air sign energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some of you could be working with or dealing with, also could have that in your chart. Those, prominent placements in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But this is also, again, I feel like in order for you guys, I just keep feeling so strongly. There's new energy and inspiration coming for you, okay? You got some new vision, some new insight and clarity that's going to really move you forward. There's like fire coming for you in this season, right? There is creative ideas, new ideas, things that are going to really move you guys forward in a new direction. You're getting your strength back, you taking back control. And I feel like this is also you, again, there's just this overarching message of you cutting out anything in your life. Queen of Swords is the 5 of Pentacles. Anything that's making you feel less than, unworthy, not good enough, especially if this is going on in your head space, right? Capricorns, if you guys are doing this like negative self-talk, if you're feeling like some of you might have imposter syndrome, you're not valuing yourself enough. I think that the more that you understand and know, I have everything that I need. I am the master of my own fate and my own destiny. And I'm going to quickly cut out any energy that doesn't agree with that, that's not resonating with that sentiment that I am the master of my own future, my own destiny. The more that you can get there, the more you will be here in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Again, knowing your value and your worth, right? Having real abundance here, friends. Looking good, feeling good. And for some of you, if you are finding yourself single in this season, this is only for my single Capricorns, obviously. I feel like Spirit is saying, like, don't allow that to make you feel less than. This is my single lady card also, or single man, doesn't matter, whatever. Gender doesn't matter in the tarot. But this is that single energy, but someone who is like, I'm single and fabulous. I look good. I feel good. I know my worth. I know my value. I keep having to say that to y'all. I know you guys do, but like, again, don't be in this energy of like, woe is me. Like, nobody loves me. Nobody wants me. I feel so strongly that there are a lot of people that love you and care about you, Capricorn. But I think it's like you needing to love and care for yourself and nourish and nurture yourselves first and understand that you can do bad all by yourself. You know, you don't need a person to be amazing and fabulous and have an amazing and fabulous life. Do you know what I mean? So own that, you know? Okay. Anything else that my Capricorns need to embrace in 2022 or in this next year of their lives? Anything else that my Capricorns need to embrace? Let's see. Woo. Yeah, it's the same stuff. Well, now we got Queen of Swords reversed, the Chariot, and then the Ace of Wands again underneath that. Some of you could definitely be traveling or moving in this season, or in this next year of your lives, okay? Or getting a new car, some of you. We'll see what happens when your birthday gifts come out. But I feel like if you are, like, I feel like don't overthink things either. Like, don't get too much in your head that you're overthinking. You know, I think it's time for you to start being action oriented instead of overthinking things. Does that make sense to you, Capricorn? So if you tend to be in an energy where you're overthinking, you've got maybe trapped in your monkey mind a bit. It's like, I feel like Spirit's saying, you know, don't overthink it. Just do it. Just do it. Do you guys remember that sorry, I'm deleting this spammer. You guys remember that I hate to call his name, but you know, considering some of the things that have come out. But remember, I don't know if ever you saw this like Shia LaBeouf video that was circling around on social media like few years ago or something. And he was like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I don't know. He went on and on. It was funny at the time. But that's the kind of the energy I'm feeling for you guys is like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Once you've taken the inventory and you've made the cuts that you need to make and you know, all the things you've purged and shedded and you've done that inner work and reflection and all of those good things. Some of you maybe making vision boards and stuff like that and setting your intentions for this new year and all these kinds of things. Cool, awesome, rad. Then once you do that, just do it. Just do it. Just do it, Capricorns. Just do it. Okay, friends? You feel me? You know? Just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. You're going to have victory when you do. Okay? Cool. All right. All right. What should my Capricorns wait? 1, 2, 3. Wait. That's what you need to embrace. Okay, what is my Capricorn's focus for this next year, for Capricorn season, and the rest of this next year of their lives? What should the focus be? Okay, 9 of Wands reversed. Yeah, see you guys? Yes, friends. Okay, 9 of Wands reversed. Sorry for this glare, you guys. I'm trying to not, but this is the deck I really felt like I needed to use for y'all, and it just happens to be extra glossy. So, sorry. But anyways, 9 of Wands reverse. Yes, let go of those pains of the past. Underneath that, we have the 3 of Wands. Move toward the future. Ace of Cups underneath that. You guys, you have some new love coming. I don't know that you guys see it, but there is something coming for you that is going to be kind of set your hearts aflutter. It may be a new place that you move to, okay? It could be a person, especially maybe if you're manifesting an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let me know how that combination goes. Capricorn and air signs. Curious about that. Obviously this isn't for everybody, but I do believe that this is because this keeps coming up. This is for some of my Capricorns. Listen, if there's some old hurts and pains and woundedness that you're carrying, especially I feel like, in your heart space and your heart chakra, I was so led to do the rose for you, which I usually do for love readings. And then I have a lot of green stones out too, which, is also connected to the heart chakra. So it's for me that says some of you guys are doing some heart healing, right? And this is you just letting go of the past, of the pains of the past, of those wounds from the past, whatever hurt you in the past. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. This is your year to focus on releasing the old baggage and moving toward the new, looking toward the future. There's so much fresh new energy in this reading for you Capricorns. I feel like this year there's going to be, and I've been feeling this for actually a lot of signs, but I feel like this year is moving you in a new direction. And I feel like that's kind of this purging and releasing and inventory taking and all this stuff that's going on for you guys right now is all to prepare you for what's new. Like I said, yeah, purge your closets. This is just an example, but yeah, purge the freaking closets so that you can get new wardrobe come in. You know what I mean? It's not getting rid of the old stuff so that we have nothing, although emptiness can be a very good thing, right? But this is also clearing things out so that you can make way for the new energy that's to come in, because there's a lot of new energy I'm seeing coming in. But in order to get that new energy, friends, you got to clear and release the old. So that's your focus, releasing the old so that you can move toward this new. And for some of you, this is new love that is coming for you. For some of you, this is travel, to new places maybe, or to meeting new people or a new person. It may be someone who's even waiting to communicate or to express feelings or affection that they have for you, maybe waiting on you to release this old shit before they can come forward and actually tell you how they feel. Okay. But this is also you. I think being wise also in decisions that you make, about relationships, about love, like, doing research, kind of getting all the information before you just, like we were saying earlier, before you like let your heart lead, use a little bit of that sword energy, right? That air energy, that logic, that reason, that intellect before you actually like take that leap with anyone, right? Um, and it may not just be about love, but like before you take that leap forward in any venture, any new thing that's coming for you, right? Do a little research, make sure that you got all the information that you need, but also just do it. Just do it, right? But more importantly, I feel like this is somebody else's energy that's trying to come through for you, some new stuff. If it's not just new person, it could be new job, like I said, new place, new things coming through for you that you're going to really love, but it will come when you release the old, okay? So focus for this next year, this season, and this next year of your life is releasing that old shit to make way for the new and focusing on your future and the new energy that's coming through for you, okay? Oh, this is my favorite part, you guys. All right. What are your birthday gifts? What are your birthday gifts? What are your birthday gifts, Capricorn? Capricorn. Okay. This is fun doing the live birthday reading. I don't know if I'm going to do this every time, but it's different. It's definitely different, you guys. All right. Let's see. What are the birthday gifts or the good things coming from my Capricorns? Ooh, the sun card wanted to come out. That's my favorite card in the deck. All right. What are the good things coming for my Capricorn friends? What are the good things coming from my Capricorn friends? Okay, that's not a good thing, Spirit. You got 8 of Swords. Let's see what that's about. Please clarify this 8 of Swords as the good things coming for my Capricorns. Please clarify this. I think what I'm feeling with this energy is you guys recognizing that you're free. So I do feel like there's a couple of Capricorns that I may be speaking to that, yeah, that's what it is. Totally. So I feel like there's a couple Capricorns that I'm speaking to that do have a tendency to be too in their head and kind of lost in the sauce, and maybe in their monkey mind a little bit, feeling like sort of trapped in their head, or stuck in a situation or situations, where they feel tied and bound to, maybe energetically or in some other way, that they can't really see their way out of. Okay. So some of you, I feel like, may deal with, I heard OCD. So some of you might have like some issues with like OCD, especially when it comes to like your thought life. Some of you might deal with some level of anxiety, insomnia, that kind of an energy. That's definitely not for everybody, but I feel like there's at least a couple y'all that I'm speaking to that have that struggle a little bit. And if that's you, friends, I feel like your gift is this year that you're going to actually realize, like this girl in this card, that you're actually free. She's not tied and bound to anything. These swords are stuck in the ground. They're not going to come after her. She's totally free. All she has to do is just walk. Literally, her arms aren't even bound. She can take the blindfold off of her eyes. She can see where she's at. She can walk away scot-free. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying, is like, I feel like this next year, you're going to have some happiness and joy back. For some of you, it's not the mental thing, but it is like you feeling kind of trapped, kind of stuck. Again, I feel like this feels a bit quarantine-ish for some of you. And I feel like this next year, you're going to have fun times with friends and loved ones again. Okay. I think you're going to be feeling very loved up in this next year, especially by your friends, especially by like, for some of you, there is new love coming. You might actually start getting out there and start dating again. So if you felt like stuck in the house or unable to like really go anywhere or do anything, that's for some of you. There may be a little bit more of that still to come, but I feel like you're going to finally get free. The energy is going to start moving forward. Some of you are definitely finding new love in this next year. Okay. For those of you who are single, they could be at a distance from you for some of you. Okay. It could be a long distance love situation. It could be someone you start talking with, starting up a flirtation with. But this feels like something new. So especially for those of you who resonate with like having been stuck in a situation for a minute that you couldn't really get out of, like, because you were still energetically tied and bound to this person. I don't know if it's necessarily a committed relationship, but just someone that you had a lot of emotional investment in for a long time. But maybe it was like we were saying before, this goes back to the earlier message. Maybe they were in and out, hot and cold, off and on with you. I feel like, again, you're going to finally be free from that. You're going to start maybe dating and talking to other people, getting out there, mingling socially. And I think that's when you might meet someone. And it could be like while you're on a trip or traveling too, for some of you. Okay. Like you could be going out for drinks with a friend at a bar while you're out in another country or another town or another city or something, and then meet someone who ends up being like, a new love option for you. That's for some of you, not for everybody. Let's see what else we've got though, friends. There's a couple different messages there. But what other birthday gifts or good things are coming for my Capricorn friends? What other birthday gifts or good things are coming for my Capricorn friends? For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like it's like you're going to be going out with your friends, like having some fun, socializing, maybe even meeting new friends, especially if you're like female. I just get this such energy of like brunch, like happy hour with the girls and brunch or something like that. You know what I'm saying, friend? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Getting out there, getting out more. And this just clarifies that even further. Your gifts. Four of Swords reverse. So if you guys have been dealing with some of you have been dealing with maybe some physical health issues, maybe that's also kept you stuck at home or something. I feel like you're going to be healing from that. You're going to be coming off of your sick bed, friends. A year of health and wellness and well-being. That's good, right? But also, again, this is coming out of a period of isolation, especially if you've been up in your head. I think a lot of you guys are going to feel more mentally free and light in this next year. And what a beautiful gift that would be, right? But I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be getting out more in 2022, okay? Here's your energy, Capricorn, the Devil card. Isn't it great you guys get to be the Devil card? Kind of sucks for you, but no. But this is also an energy, especially in this deck, of being like, again, being a prisoner of one's own mind, right? Especially if you have obsessive thoughts or negative self-talk, that kind of a thing. This is you getting out of your own heads and finding happiness, having a new beginning. The sun has come out. Like I keep saying for you guys, right? The sun has come out. Again, some of you guys are going to be, For some of you, it's reuniting with a love, with someone that you already had a relationship with or had a deep emotional connection with. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but I also feel like this is also you guys getting your emotional balance back, feeling open emotionally, especially if you have been like very closed off when it comes to your heart and your emotions. Okay, maybe you have, because of these bumps and bruises that you've had, Nine of Wands energy hurts in the past, like maybe you've kind of closed off your heart for some. But I feel like in this next year, you're going to be more open. It's just a lot of you guys just kind of opening up and blossoming in this year, whether that be coming out of the colds with people or just like coming out of, like I keep saying, like a quarantine kind of situation. Like you're going to be getting out more, maybe some traveling. You guys just feeling better, feeling lighter, releasing some of that mental baggage, allowing yourselves to feel happy and not so bound and you're up in your monkey mind. Just so much of that energy of you guys kind of getting some joy, happiness, some lightness back into your lives in this next year. So that's really good. Anything else about good stuff coming for my Capricorns in this next year? Anything else? Yeah. I think you guys are also going to be finding your voice, like being able to speak truth, clarity. You got the Knight of Swords. Some of you could be getting some messages or communication could just be very good, a lot better. I think again this speaks though back to that emotional clarity that I keep feeling for you guys that's going to be coming through in this next year. Being able to speak the truth, speak your mind, speak honestly, truthfully with others. You could have I keep seeing this like air energy for you guys. I know this is about your own minds and logic and reason, but you could have like an air sign coming toward you as well for some of you. Um Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For those of you who will be getting into a relationship in this next year, a new one, it could be someone younger than you for some, okay? Could be younger water sign or younger air sign. Doesn't have to be though. But it does feel like it could potentially be someone maybe a little bit younger than you. Um Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. Yeah, yeah, you guys are walking away from anything that wasn't nurturing, grounding. You've put an end to situations that just didn't serve you well, where you didn't feel like your cup was full, You didn't feel emotionally satisfied. Maybe you did invest a lot and put a lot into situations, into people, maybe into jobs for some that, you invested a lot of your heart and soul into it, but it wasn't really the payoff wasn't really there for you in some way. And I think your intuition's going to be on this next year. You guys are going to maybe be looking for your fortune elsewhere for some of you. Okay. I feel like you're going to see things clearly. So even the ebbs and flows of life. So even when things are down, I feel like you guys are going to stay up in this next year, right? You're going to see things very clearly, very truthfully, very honestly, what's happening, and recognize it more quickly maybe than you have in the past, instead of, I think, lingering in situations or circumstances that don't serve you. It's like, I think you guys are going to be a lot quicker to see the light and to see the truth and to be like, nope, I'm choosing. First of all, you're choosing yourselves first, right? You're choosing your sanity, you're choosing your happiness, you're choosing your joy, what sparks joy for you, friends, right? You're making those choices and those decisions more quickly and easily, being able to be more discerning. That's kind of the word I'm looking for. Discerning, having a gift of discernment in this next year, I feel like, too, of what's going to serve you well and what is not. And also, Knight of Swords is a card and energy of taking action. Just do it. Just do it. Yes, there's a lot of energy toward you taking action in this next year, okay? So if you've been on the fence, you've been wishy-washy about some things, I think this is the year to get it on and popping, people. Get it on and popping. All right, let's do one more birthday gift. Anything else? Woo! Okay. So, Ten of Pentacles reversed. Now, I'm not sure what's up with that being reversed, but some of you could be getting out of a committed relationship for some. I feel like, though, if you have felt a lack of stability or like things were not really working out for you guys, some of you guys may be in a needing to, again, I'm feeling like move. A move for some, definitely not for everybody, but for some of you, I do feel a move. I do feel a move. You may be releasing one home or one location that you're living in to move to another, maybe to somebody, especially if it is like you do get into a long distance relationship with someone. You may eventually at some point in this next year between now and your next birthday decide to actually move to this person. A lot of you, again, this could be a long distance relationship for some of you, okay? For others of you, I feel like you might be starting a business, especially if you work in communications or in a creative field. And if not actually becoming an entrepreneur yourself, you may be just like kind of leveling up in what it is that you do for work, particularly if you work in communications, some kind of field of communications, PR, marketing, publicity, something like that. If you have a platform, like maybe you have a podcast or a YouTube channel or something like that, maybe you're an actor or you're like a producer or you work in like entertainment industry or some creative industry, that's for some of you too, okay? You may be leaving one position, 10 of Pentacles reverse, to go to a new position where you're going to have more power, more authority, right? Yeah, you might have to make a decision between some options. Could be options in love, and you could choose one, okay? Drop one to go toward another. But I do feel like there's a new cycle like that's beginning for you guys. I keep saying there's new energy, and I feel like it's a long time coming. Something is going to be building in your life, I think, over time. Like you're going to start making some investments, 6 of Pentacles underneath that. And I feel like a lot of it is investments in yourself and your self-worth and valuing yourself. But a lot of you, it could be like financial investments that you guys are going to be making in this next year. I feel like some of you guys could be investing in the stock market or other, maybe you're going to get into crypto or things like that. You might have different kinds of investments, and some of them I feel like may not work out so great. I know this is like, duh, Jessica, but others I think really will work out very well for you, especially like in the long term. Some of the more longer term investments could be really good for you guys, okay? So there's just a lot going on here. I do feel like some of you are going to be moving or traveling or both. And definitely some of you, there is a new relationship and or a new job coming. So I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings in this year for you guys in general. And a lot of action oriented energy. You guys just doing it, right? Okay. I could keep going, but let us call it for you guys for this birthday reading. I'm going to light your birthday candle for you guys. And the last thing that we do is make a wish for your birthday. So, okay. There you go. Oh, it's so tall. It won't even fit in the whole screen. Okay. You guys, here is your birthday candle. Now make a birthday wish and then we'll blow it out together. Ready? Make your wish. Okay, let's blow it out. Ready? And yay! Yay, Capricorns! Happy birthday to all my Cappy people. Happy birthday to my cousin Kim. If you watch this, I love you so much. Today is her birthday. My Aunt Claudia had a birthday. My cousin Wade's wife Mara is having a birthday or had one. I forget. Mara, did you have your birthday yet? I don't know, friend. I forget. But I know you're Cappy. Anyways, I love and so many Capricorns. I love my earth sign people. So I'm just wishing you guys the happiest birthday, the happiest year, wherever you are in the world, friends. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your birthday is. See if you can find your birthday twin, friends. See if you can find your birthday twin. You don't have to tell me the year. It's okay. It's okay if you don't want to. But cheers to every single one of you Capricorn people that are watching this video. Thanks for watching. Happiest of birthdays to you, my friends. If you do want to book a personal birthday reading where we tap into your specific energy and the message is tailor-made for you, my friend, and whatever your situation is, then please do visit mytaropist.com. There's a link in the description of this video that says book a reading, and that's where you want to click, friends. Okay. And I got my store up now. I'm so excited. Moving on up, we have a store and you can purchase the reading directly through the website. So sending you love, sending you so much love. Until next time, cheers to you. And don't forget to book a session with a real therapist. Okay. Thanks. Happy birthday, guys. Bye.